Good morning. I want to go ahead and make a quick video. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. So I've had a couple of emails about people having trouble with the calculator. So I want to just teach you some quick stuff that will make your life easier. So if you see over here, you see my calculator. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do seconds plus, and I'm going to reset my whole calculator. So I'm going to go 7, 1, and then 2, and that clears my RAM. Okay, and I hit done and it's done. The second thing I can do is go second plus 7, 2, 2. And what that does is the first thing I did cleared out your RAM. The second thing I did is take you back to the defaults that you got when you got the calculator out of the package. So then the next thing I want to do is in chapter 3, you're adding data to and from the calculator. So this is the best thing to do to get rid of all the data and make sure they're correct. Go to seconds plus 4, enter. And what that does is when I go to the stat button and I hit enter, it shows my L1 is in the first column. And that's what you need when you're doing this kind of data entry. So let me go back out to the beginning. I'm going to do this. I did second on to get me out of the list. So I'm going to use the example I have for using the calculator for data from chapter 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit the stat button, and I'm going to hit enter because I'm on number 1, edit. So I hit enter, and then I'm going to put this data down here. I'm going to put 5, scroll down to 5, scroll down to 6, scroll down to 6, oops, I gave a 66 and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to clear it out and just put 6 next time, and that corrects it. So just make sure you're putting in the right data, because you can see I just put in the wrong data. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, and then 9, and then I go down one more. Okay, I have all 10 of my data items in there. So now that they're all in L1, I go back to stat. I hit this right arrow button to go to calc, and then I hit enter twice, because you see up here it says 1 var stats. That's where I want to be. So I hit enter and enter. Okay, I'm getting a lot of information, and let me show you what it means. Okay, x bar equals 7, and I've got it over here. That's just the mean. The next one is the sum of the data, which is 70, and we won't use it in this class. This one is the sum x squared, is just a sum of squares for the data, which is 510. Sx, that is the sample standard deviation. Because my data didn't have a decimal behind it, I have to add 1 for the standard deviation, the variance, and all that kind of stuff. So this, for my sample standard deviation, would be 1.5, as I put right here. My population standard deviation is 1.4. My data values is n equals 10. My minimum value, which means the lowest value in the data set, is 5. My Q1 is 6. My median is 7. My Q3 is 8. And my max is 9. If you look for minimum, Q1, medium, Q3, and max, that is your 5-number summary that you learn about in 3.3. This is what you make box plots with. And I can guarantee you on the midterm, I have a question, what is the 5-number summary? And that's all you do. You just pull it out of your calculator. It's that easy. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, okay, I've got this mean, I've got this standard deviation. What about the variance? And I actually put here, to get the sample variance, you have to square the sample standard deviation. So 1.5 squared equals 2.25 or 2.3. To get this population variance, you have to square, it should say the population standard deviation, and I'll update that. So you get 1.4 squared to get 1.96. And if you keep going down here, the last piece of information is your 5-number summary. And then to get your range, you do the maximum minus the min. So for this data set, 9 minus 5 is 4. Again, up here, to get the population variance, you should square the population standard deviation. I apologize for that typo. Excuse me. I hope this helped. And I'm going to post this and let me know if you have more questions.